There were gunshots heard, and there was a woman laying out between the apartment complex, bleeding.
He said, "I'm sorry, your daughter is dead." And I just lost it.
We're trying to put together the pieces to this puzzle, but nothing makes sense, you know? Nothing about it makes sense.
She was so full of life.
30-year-old April Harris
She was funny and mannerable.
was her mother, Tammy Fleming's pride and joy.
I feel like she was at, you know, the peak of her life. She was becoming a better woman.
Her sister Amber Harris remembers a fierce, strong-willed mother.
And it's so small, like you wouldn't even know she popped 4 kids out, like so tiny.
Yeah, because she didn't weigh a good 100 pounds. And
So tiny, but would never let anybody run her over, you know.
But on a cold, wintry January morning in 2018, that all came to an end.
It felt so surreal because she was here.
Harris bundled her 4 children for school. Pulaski County Sheriff's Lieutenant Robert Garrett.
Her normal routine was to send her son outside to get the car started. On this particular day, there'd been a winter storm, so she sent him out a little early to get the car warmed up.
She was planning to drop her children and leave for a quick trip with her mother and sister to Memphis. Just before 6:30 a.m., she locked the door to her 3rd-floor Fairfax Crossing apartment and walked down the outside stairs with her 5-year-old daughter bundled in her arms and 2 other children following behind.
And she came down the stairs on the first level. A masked gunman jumped out of the bushes and proceeded to shoot. And April's daughter was shot first, and they both fell upon impact. And then April was murdered in front of her children, who followed behind her.
The story that we got was that he was actually hiding behind some hedges next to the other building on the opposing side of the courtyard.
As if he was waiting for her.
Yes.
Her son, the one who'd warmed the car, watched it all unfold.
He was actually still out there as he watched his mother carrying his sister and his other siblings come down the stairs, and he saw the man come out and shoot at his mother.
He also called 911, and her children gave police a description.
Medium build, male subject wearing all black with a black hood over his head and a black ski mask over his face.
No cameras caught that suspect. He was gone on foot before police arrived on scene minutes later. April died at the hospital. Her daughter recovered. In the days and weeks that followed April's funeral,
It hurts my soul.
pain and grief among her family,
someone out there knows something.
and few leads that made any sense. No arrests, no suspects. A case unsolved.
We haven't been able to find any indication that she was having any problems with anyone.
One thing detectives did uncover is this: a police report filed a month before April's murder. Someone tried to break into her apartment, but no items missing, and no suspect in that case either.
There was nothing in her lifestyle or background that would lead us to say, okay, we can understand why this is happening, which is what makes it so hard.
Do you believe she knew this person?
I would have to say that she did. Otherwise, why would you wear a mask at 6:30 in the morning when it's dark outside?
April's family said after the attempted break-in, she asked to break her lease so she could move. But a masked gunman forever took away that opportunity.
We're thinking that this is not normal. Her killer will be apprehended. And then you go on 60 days, and we're on Facebook and we're saying it's been 60 days. And then it's been 90 days. Oh, it's April's birthday. Her killer is still at large, you know. And then it's, oh, it's been a year, you know, and it's like, that doesn't get easier.
Do you have a suspect or a person of interest?
We have a few people that are persons of interest. Now, that's not to say that they are actual suspects involved in the incident, but we believe that they hold information that might be fruitful for us in this investigation.
Yes, I believe someone out there knows something.
A young mother, a beloved daughter, a darling sister, now remembered only through pictures and memories.
As a mother, that's your main purpose, is to protect your children. She wasn't given that option. You know, she died alone.
This story alone should warrant somebody to feel like they need to provide information.
Who can shoot someone while they're holding their child?
We want to know why, we want to know who, and we want to be able to tell April's children that her murder has been captured.
No piece of information in this case is too small. There is a reward, and you can remain anonymous. Amber Harris says April's children have, quote, awesome fathers who've stepped up to raise these babies. But she adds nothing can replace a mother's love, something taken from them that cold January day.
For us, 5 years ago, time stopped, and it has stood still ever since.
January 19th, 2018, a day that forever changed this family's life. Their mother, sister, daughter, and friend, April Harris, was walking out of her North Little Rock apartment carrying her daughter as she was about to take her 4 kids to school. That's when police say a person in a ski mask jumped out of the bushes, shooting her and injuring her daughter.
Someone had to see something, especially that time of morning.
Her other kids, including twins Michael and Morgan, witnessed the horrific moment.
Sometimes I think about my mother. Like, some of the memories still fade there since I haven't seen her in a while.
I miss my mom.
They both look back on the wonderful times they spent with her.
She'd take us to the bakery downtown before school.
Who's ever lost like a loved one, you know, like never forget the memories.
They're becoming young adults who need their mother, and it hurts. It's traumatizing.
But they aren't giving up. They say they believe April's murder will be solved, and they will get the justice they have been longing for the past 5 years.
This could be any mother, any father, anybody taking their kids to school. So for there to be somebody who's bold enough to just jump out of the bushes, a masked gunman, shoot a mother, shoot her child, and then run like a coward and think that you got away with that there's no way that we won't, with every breath in our body, fight what we can to get April's killer. There's no way we won't do that.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I miss my mom.